You are standing in the most beautiful open-air market you have ever seen in your life. The colors are extraordinary. The smells are intoxicating. And somewhere on that food stall table in front of you is something that is either going to be the greatest meal of your trip or the reason you spend the next 3 days unable to leave your hotel bathroom. That right there, my friend, is the gamble every senior traveler faces abroad. And today, we are going to make sure you always win that bet. Welcome back to the Shortcut Suitcase Global Mastery Series, the show built specifically for travelers who are 65 and beyond and who refuse to let age slow down the adventure. I am so glad you are here. This is episode 5, and we are tackling something that nobody really wants to talk about, but absolutely everybody needs to hear. We are talking about eating abroad safely, protecting your gut while still actually enjoying the incredible food that makes international travel worth every single dollar and every single hour of the journey. Here is something I want you to hold on to from the very beginning of this conversation. A stomach bug in a foreign country is not just uncomfortable. It is an adventure killer. It can wipe out an entire week of carefully planned experiences. It can send you home early. It can turn the trip of a lifetime into a story you never want to tell. But here is what I also need you to understand. The solution is not to eat nothing but packaged crackers from a supermarket chain you recognize from back home. That is not traveling. That is hiding. And you did not come this far in life to hide from anything. The goal today is empowerment. We are going to give you 3 genuinely powerful shortcuts that will protect your body without robbing you of the joy of discovery. These are not complicated medical protocols. These are smart, practical, field-tested strategies that experienced senior travelers use to eat boldly and sleep soundly. So let us get into it. The first and most important shortcut we are handing you today is one of the most elegantly simple rules in all of travel wisdom. It goes like this: peel it, cook it, or forget it. That is the whole rule. 4 words that can save you from misery in dozens of countries around the world. Here is what that means in practice. If you are looking at a piece of fruit and you can peel away the outer skin before eating it, you are generally in good shape. A banana, a mango, an orange, a papaya. That outer layer acts as a natural protective barrier between the fruit flesh and whatever the water, the soil, or the hands that touched it may have introduced. Fruit that arrives at your table pre-sliced and sitting in a bowl at a buffet is a completely different situation. That has been exposed. Skip it. If something has been thoroughly cooked, you are also working in your favor. Heat is one of the most reliable ways to neutralize the kinds of bacteria and pathogens that cause travelers illness. Soups, stews, grilled meats, rice dishes that arrive steaming hot from a kitchen. These are generally your friends. The street food stall that has a massive wok over a roaring flame with a line of locals waiting patiently for their order. That is often safer than you might assume, because high heat and high turnover are actually protective factors. The danger zone is raw produce that has been washed in local tap water, salads dressed and sitting out at a buffet, ice in drinks unless you are certain the establishment uses purified water for their ice, and anything that just feels like it has been sitting out for a while in warm air. Trust that instinct. At 65 plus, your life experience has given you an incredibly sophisticated internal radar. Use it. Now let us talk about something that most travelers overlook entirely until they are already in trouble. Portable probiotics. This is the secret weapon that experienced international travelers carry quietly in their bags and rarely talk about enough. Your gut microbiome, which is the community of beneficial bacteria that lives in your digestive system, plays an enormous role in how your body responds to unfamiliar foods and unfamiliar bacterial environments. When you travel internationally, especially across multiple time zones, you are disrupting that system with changes in diet, changes in sleep, changes in stress levels, and exposure to microbial environments your gut simply has not encountered before. Probiotic supplements, particularly those that come in shelf-stable capsule form and do not require refrigeration, can help maintain that gut defense system throughout your journey. You want to start taking them before you even leave home. Begin a week or two before departure. Continue throughout the trip. This is not a guarantee against every possible digestive issue, but it is a meaningful layer of protection that requires almost no effort and takes up almost no space in your bag. Small capsule, enormous potential benefit. That is a shortcut worth taking every single time. All right, now we move to the third strategy, and this one addresses something that sneaks up on almost every traveler over 65, regardless of how experienced they are. We are talking about dehydration, and I want you to understand something crucial here. Dehydration on a travel day or a walking tour day is not just about thirst. By the time you feel thirsty, you are already behind. And at our age, the thirst mechanism becomes slightly less reliable, which means the gap between when your body needs water and when it signals that need to you gets wider. Long-haul flights are dehydration machines. The cabin air humidity on most commercial aircraft is incredibly low, often lower than desert conditions. You are breathing recirculated dry air for 8, 10, 12 hours. You are likely drinking less than you normally would because you do not want to climb over your seatmate to use the restroom 6 times. You arrive at your destination already running a hydration deficit before the adventure has even started. Then you start walking. You are outside in unfamiliar heat or humidity. You are excited and distracted and not thinking about water. And suddenly your energy crashes, your legs feel heavy, your head starts to ache, and what should be a magnificent first day feels exhausting and disappointing. The solution is what I call the hydration kit, and I want you to think of this as one of the most important items in your entire travel bag. It is beautifully simple. You are carrying a small supply of electrolyte salts or electrolyte powder packets. These are lightweight, they take up almost no space, and they are available from many health food stores, pharmacies, and online retailers before you leave home. The difference between drinking plain water and drinking water with electrolytes is significant, especially when you are already depleted. Electrolytes help your body actually absorb and retain the fluid you are taking in, rather than just passing it through. On your flight day, use them. On every walking tour day, use them. Anytime you have been in heat or humidity for more than an hour or two, use them. Keep a packet in your day pack alongside a refillable water bottle. This single habit can transform your daily energy levels abroad in a way that will genuinely surprise you. Let me also give you one bonus piece of wisdom that ties all of this together. Research the water situation in every country before you arrive. In some destinations, tap water is perfectly safe to drink. In others, it is absolutely not. Know which situation you are walking into so you can plan accordingly. Your hotel concierge is always a reliable first point of contact for this question. Ask them directly on your first day. Where can I safely fill my water bottle in this city? They will know. Locals always know. The spirit of exploration that brought you to international travel is one of the most beautiful things about who you are. That curiosity, that appetite for new experiences, that willingness to go somewhere unfamiliar and open yourself up to a different world. That is something worth protecting fiercely. And the way you protect it is by being smart, being prepared, and refusing to let something as preventable as a stomach bug or a bout of dehydration steal even one day of the adventure you have earned. Peel it, cook it, or forget it. Pack your probiotics. Build your hydration kit. 3 shortcuts that require almost no effort and deliver outsized results on every single trip. If this episode gave you something useful, and I genuinely believe it did, please take a moment right now to like this video. It helps more senior travelers find this content when they need it most. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode of the Shortcut Suitcase Global Mastery Series. Share this with a friend who is planning a trip abroad, because the best gift you can give a fellow traveler is knowledge that actually protects them. And drop a comment below telling me your destination or asking a question. I read every single one and I want to hear from you. Now go plan that next adventure. You have absolutely got this.